These are pork loin chops.
They're massive.
They're massive. They're double cuts.
So we got some meat here, Tom, is what you're saying. And you got a lot of it.
So we're going to put a little bit of salt on both sides. We're going to put a little bit of pepper.
Mm-hmm. You're going to flip those bad boys over?
Yep, we're going to do a quick flip.
We got some stuff hiding over here too. Looks like you're going to make a little sauce in a minute here.
Yeah, so over to my side. So what I've got is Marion blackberry.
Marion blackberry
preserve. So it's a half cup, but since I got such big ones, I want a little extra salt. It's a pretty liberal half cup.
Okay.
So we want about 3 tablespoons, right? So we're gonna go 1 of Dijon, and we're just gonna mix this up. We're gonna let the pork chops sit for about 10-15 minutes or so with the salt on them, and then we're gonna throw them in the pan and cook them up. Using a steel pan like a cast iron. It's either, some people call it blue steel, spun steel. It's really hot.
Smoking hot.
Now because it's so hot and we're gonna be cooking at a really, really hot temperature, for this I'm gonna use avocado oil. Okay. So we're gonna do a nice generous pour in here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these things in pretty carefully.
Will they fit?
Yeah, they're gonna fit.
Oh man, get that guy in there. Wants to go to the party. Wow, look at that. All right, so these chops have been cooking, and we already flipped them. Now what? What's happening now?
Okay, so now the idea is to let this pan cool off a little bit. So we're gonna pull it off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover them in this sauce, right?
Yeah, that looks good.
And now we're gonna cover them. We're gonna go 10 minutes on one side, we're gonna flip them. And our goal here is to get them rare to medium rare. It is okay to eat pork rare to medium rare. Then we're gonna let the pork chops sit, and we're gonna show you a little bit on how to make the sauce for it.
Great, and then we'll make the sauce, and then we'll slice it up, and we'll eat it.
Ready to pull.
Pull it.
My take on this is, I'd always rather pull them a little bit sooner than not. They're gonna keep cooking.
All right, we've been cooking all day, and now we've got some sauce to make, right? Because I got the pork chops sitting, resting, and relaxing, but we got the sauce in there. Now what's the plan?
Okay, so here's the plan. So I'm gonna take any of the juices that came out of this thing. You can see how much is pouring out of that, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna add that back in. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of a champagne vinegar.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add probably about 1/3 of a cup of that chicken bone broth, just to give it a little bit more volume. And the plan here is to reduce this down by about 1/3. So we're just gonna let this now reduce down. So the whole time on here, you know, was probably under 5 minutes.
All right, I got a little extra in the spoon still.
We're done. Isn't that amazing?
It really is good.
So I'm thinking these things should be in pretty good shape.
Look at these. These are beautiful.
Yeah.
These are massive hunks of meat.
So let's take a look. So there is a little bit of a layer of fat on the outside. We tend to be okay with that, but we're gonna take a look at how these things have come out.
That looks nice.
So as we go in, I could have cooked these just a little bit less.
Oh, that looks like it needs to be eaten. Oh, look at that. I got the sauce. Damn, that's good. I am jacked out of my gourd about this. So incredible, so amazing. The food, so tasty. And that sauce, it's like a big pan. You just dip your stuff in it and you could just sit there and slather it all over you and lick it off. I think we'll do that later. That's a good idea.
That's the plan.
What do you think? Hey, thanks for watching. You want to see more cool videos like this one on Dad's That Cook? Make sure you subscribe. You want to win some really cool stuff? Subscribe. You want to get notified? Make sure you know what's going on? Subscribe.